Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Ape Huncho, back at you again with another video. Now, I think it's safe to say that a lot of you watching this video would say that 2020 overall hasn't been a great year. But you know who hasn't had a bad year at all? Headie One. With all the achievements he's made this year, along with solidifying his name in the rap and drill scene worldwide, he's now recently come out to give the face and insight to his record label. So let's go through the article and have a look who's on the roster. So the article reads, "My eyes and ears are waiting. Headie One reveals his new record label." The UK rap star talks us through the silky neo-soul, dancehall inspired drill and the OFB crew members on the One Records roster. Now, Headie's spreading the wealth and knowledge with his newly launched label One Records, a partnership with Sony Music Entertainment and their subsidiaries Relentless Records and The Orchid. One Records has been in the making for years. "It's always a passion for me to help others to progress," Headie tells The Face. "Even if I'm not progressing myself, whatever the circumstance, I like to see my people do good." As Headie begins to enjoy the fruits of his success and recording material for his forthcoming album Edna, his desire to make One Records a reality intensified last summer. "Something was missing, I had to do it then." Headie is nonchalant as he remembers the near seamless process. "I was drinking Ciroc and life was good. I thought to myself, I want to make this label now. I told my management and in the morning it was a green tick. One Records was created, one phone call." As he talks me through the label's current roster, he's already excited about his goals for expansion into other services, such as management in the near future. We'll see where One Records sails. My eyes and ears are waiting. Headie One is hands-on with the imprint, often trusting his gut when it comes to signing on new talent. "The universe is already gravitating me towards what's meant to be for One Records," he says. Currently, One Records has a plethora of public-facing signees with more acts to be announced in the soon. So currently on the roster, there's two OFB members that you'll be quite familiar with if you are familiar with the group, and that would be Desi and Low-Key. In regards to Desi, Headie would go on to tell The Face that Desi has the sickest flows and he's distinctive, going on to say that he can't think of anyone out right now that's like him. In regards to Loki, he would go on to say that he's very passionate about his sound and is always willing to experiment, making him multi-dimensional as a rapper. Currently on the label is UK drill titan producer Sykes Beats as well. In regards to him, Headie goes on to say that Sykes used to send him beats before his first mixtape, going on to say he's the type of guy that has to listen to instrumentals a few times before deciding whether he likes it. On top of these names that you'll more than likely know are two more low-key artists, and they are, apologies if I get a name wrong here, Kayambe and Amora. In regards to Kayambe, Headie would go on to say that he wanted to motivate more women to come out and feel as though they can do well in the music industry, adding, "Kayambe has a super strong personality, she knows herself and dominates a room, we needed someone diverse like her." And in regards to Amora, Headie goes on to say that Amora is so humble, she's always been there for him musically when he's needed her, and now he wanted to return the favour and give back to her, and he wanted to give her a platform to speak. So to me, this roster is looking pretty good, and we can see that Headie has even recently gone on to release a song with Desi and Sykes, so I'm looking forward to more work coming from these guys in the near future, maybe even adding Low-Key into the mix. Of course, all these guys' names are solidified in the scene right now if you know UK drill, so all I could say is that me personally, I would like to see a joint tape coming from these guys, that being Headie, Desi and Low-Key with Sykes on the beats, so I hope they can make that happen. I think you should definitely give these two lesser known artists a feature as well, because that way it gives them a platform to go on and work with more artists, which in turn builds their name up and builds the brand up in general. I know Kayambe has just released a song with Miss La Familia, so you should definitely go and check that one out, but other than that, she's got a couple of songs out on YouTube, but I'm sure now that her name is getting out there a little bit more, so we should be seeing big things coming from her over the next couple of years. In regards to Amora, she helped Headie out on some of his previous projects, but as a solo artist, I believe she only currently has one song out titled Overdose, so if you're interested in sounds away from drill, you should definitely go and show that one some love. Again though, it would be nice to see a Headie One feature just to give her that little push into the spotlight. So when we're talking about UK drill, we always have to say that 6-7 has brought drill to the point where people can actually monetize their craft, and of course they brought it to that mainstream spotlight. Of course, them going on the back foot over recent years with the likes of Headie One and OFB pushing it to that next level, I think we have to say that they are really doing big bits for the UK drill scene. I know a lot of the time OFB gets a lot of hate because they say, oh, OFB fanboys this, OFB fanboys that, but if you actually look at it on paper and what they're actually doing, they are pushing the genre to the next level in order for more people to monetize their craft. So I gotta give props to Headie One and OFB, and again, with Headie One opening his own record label, it's only going to give more people, especially from OFB, a chance to be able to step up to the plate and show what talent that they have. But moving on to our next story, and there's been an update in the Craig Small murder case. So if you guys don't know what's going on, I will leave the coverage link down in the description. But if you guys remember, we did say that Nicholas Horain had been arrested originally with Scraps and the other people, but when they got rearrested, he wasn't arrested with them, but then 2 days later he was then arrested, and recently he's appeared in court where more details have emerged in regards to his role over the incident. He's been charged with perverting the course of justice, and this is because it's being reported that he allegedly was the one to have disposed of a blue Mini after Craig had been murdered last year. Graham Smith prosecuting said the background to this case is a murder on the 5th of July 2019 and an attempted murder on the same day. In essence, the shooter and the driver were transported in a blue Mini. The prosecution's case is Mr. Horain was knowingly involved in the disposal of the Mini. His next hearing is on the 6th of November 2020, and he was granted bail by Judge John Hillen after a surety of £15,000 was offered to the court. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I thought in the UK that you don't have to pay bail money. Well, in court they can require a person to act as a surety for the defendant before being granted bail. A surety is where another person is prepared to promise to pay the court a certain sum of money should the defendant breach any of his bail conditions, such as failing to attend court. No money has to be paid unless the defendant breaches bail. Of course, there is an exception, such as murder, manslaughter, serious sexual offences, etc. But for other things, I believe you can actually apply for surety, which some of you might have not actually known about, and hopefully you do know. But yeah, of course, as this situation develops though, I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop on this one. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.